All right, man. Welcome back to the channel. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's talk this boxing this fine Wednesday morning, man. Adrian Venn in the building. 15 minutes ago said, "What's going on, man? Ready to cook?" Yeah, man, I'm ready to cook. We're getting closer and closer to fight day, man. They had the arrivals yesterday. Tyson Fury talking smack. Deontay Wilder's up there. It's going to be a good fight, man. Good weekend, man. And we'll finally get, some answers to what's going on and who the best heavyweight is. Hopefully Deontay Wilder win this, man. But I'm telling you, I just got this feeling this fight ain't going the distance. One way or the other, somebody's getting knocked out, man. One way or the other, man. But it's amazing how much shit Tyson Fury talks, man. That dude talks more shit than a little bit, man. Troy King said, "Good morning, Fannon in Boxing World. Do you think Terrence Crawford is too old to be a free agent?" No, man. He's only got he's not too old. What is he? 33, 34? No, man. He's good. He's too old not to be a free agent. Shoot. He only got like what, 5-6 feet? Got what, 5-6 fights left or something like that, man. You know what I mean? A couple years, like 3-4 years in his prime left. Shoot, it's good for him to be one, man. If he can get the fights over there by if he can get the fights with the PBC, I think it'd be a good time for him to be it, man. I'm high on Terrence Crawford right now. I'm excited for him to have taken this fight, man. I think that dude is a hell of a fighter, man. I'm glad he took that chance. Well, he didn't take the chance. The chance was thrust upon him. But I'm very happy that the chance was thrust upon him to take the fight with Sean Porter. New light in the building, man. He said, "Good morning, Chad. Did everybody see the arrivals? And what do you think about the changes made already at the last minute with the judge and the ref?" You know what, man? I didn't know. I got to actually find a picture of that ref. Hopefully the ref is big. They need a big ref, like somebody at least 6'5", 6'5", 230 pounds or so to ref that fight, man. Because Tyson Fury is a dirty bitch, and he will definitely be mauling and doing all kind of other stuff, and you got to be able to pull that guy off. And those guys are really, really big, man. So I wouldn't have minded, except for you don't want Jay Nady. Because as soon as somebody gets hit, Jay Nady gonna stop the fight. What's going on? Walter Wright said, "Good morning, King Fannon. Another day that the Lord has made in boxing. Let's get this service going. Preach, my brother." Yes, sir, man. Awesome, man. I'm feeling, man, serious. I'm amped up about this fight this weekend. Freddie Jimenez in the morning said, "Food morning, Fannon. Let's get this talking about this ref and judges on the Wilder Tyson Fury fight." Well, I don't know what to make of it, man. Really. I mean, I don't know what to make of it. I don't know enough about the judges, man. I'm telling you, I don't think it's going to make a difference, man. I don't think this fight's going a distance. I think somebody's getting up out of there, man. I'm hoping Deontay Wilder gets Tyson Fury out of there. But don't count on Tyson Fury not trying to maul him. You know what I mean? That's how I don't see Tyson Fury sitting out there boxing from the outside. If he does, he's going to get knocked out. It's only a matter of time before he gets caught and he gets knocked out. So he's going to have to start that. He's probably is going to have to come forward and try to maul Deontay Wilder. So, one way or the other, man, one way or the other, somebody's getting up out of there. Michael Kirkland in the building. What's going on, man? Troy King said, "If Deontay Wilder knock out Tyson Fury, don't knock out Tyson Fury, he's going to lose a fight." Well, I hope that's not the case, man. I hope that he could get a fair decision, man. What's going on, Brazy Too Deep? Frank Wright in the building. What's going on? Brazy Too Deep said, "Fury and the WBC seem to be trying to cheat from the inside of this fight with the ref and judge change." Why would you guys think that just because they changed the ref or they changed the judge that the fix was going to be in? I don't understand. I didn't know who it was going to be beforehand. You know what I mean? And they all can be crooked. The ones that they have could be crooked, but the ones that they have seem to be pretty fair judges. They're the ones that had they got the Alexander, one of them got the Alexander Usyk fight, right? Didn't go for the hometown cat, even though the scorecard was a little closer than it should have been, Terrence Schaefer said, "Wilder by 5th round KO. I'll take it all day, man. Without a doubt, man. I will definitely take it, man." Infography said, "Do you think Virgil Ortiz is actually good or is Oscar blowing smoke?" No, I think Virgil Ortiz is very good. Oscar De La Hoya has good fighters, man. He's a good talent scout. Oscar De La Hoya don't blow up cats that can't fight, man. At least unless, you want to say Jaime Munguia. I think if you were talking about Jaime Munguia, then I would say, yeah, he's probably blowing up Jaime Munguia, but not Virgil Ortiz, man. Virgil Ortiz is the truth, man. That's a real solid fighter who's got a chance to beat anybody at 147 pounds, man. He's a big dude. He can box. He's got an aggressive style. I like Virgil Ortiz. And as far as, Oscar De La Hoya goes, dude, Oscar De La Hoya knows his boxing, man. He really does. The only thing that you got to worry only thing you got to worry about is whether or not, he just doesn't like somebody in the fight and he wants to talk bad about him, so he makes a prediction like when he knows it's stupid. You know what I mean? Like predicting that Victor Ortiz is going to beat, or Robert Guerrero was going to beat Floyd Mayweather Jr. He was just talking out of his behind, man. You know what I mean? What is this guy? Costas Christofi say you have lost the plot. Okay. You feel like giving me some details on the plot that I've lost? Feel like giving me some details on that, man? Look, man, I'm going to tell you the plot. You got a dirty fighter in Tyson Fury. Dirty. Straight up dirty, up and down, dirty fighter. And he's fighting Deontay Wilder, who's a knockout artist, but is a little bit, unorthodox in his technique. As a result, I'm saying there's going to be a knockout one way or the other, because Deontay Wilder's going to try to knock him out, and Tyson Fury's got to try to knock Deontay Wilder out, or he's going to get knocked out. Because the first fight, he got knocked down every time he got hit. What plot? What am I missing about the plot in this mug? Daniel Staley in that super chat, man. Much love in that super chat. Thank you for the support. He says, salute for now, Bomb Squad. Yes, sir. I'm Team Bomb Squad. I'm riding with the Bomb Squad. I'm riding. I'm a fan of Deontay Wilder, man. I'm telling you, I'm a fan in this one. All I've been talking about is Ryan Garcia ain't trash. I'm telling you straight up, I'm a Deontay Wilder fan, and I'm talking from a fan perspective. I know Tyson Fury. I'm not delusional. I know Tyson Fury's got a chance to win the fight, and I am duty bound to say that because I like to be honest as I can be. You know what I mean? So I know Tyson Fury can fight. I know Deontay Wilder has the ability to knock him out. I'm hoping that Deontay Wilder pulls it off, and that Tyson Fury is not allowed to do all that shit he did in that last fight, which will make his chances a lot better. The palming him in the face, wrenching his neck, the rabbit punching and all that stuff. As long as they clean that out, then Deontay Wilder definitely got a chance to put that man flat to sleep. You know what I mean? If there ain't nothing in his water, all of that stuff. I hope there's nothing in his water. I hope there's nothing put in his water. What's going on? Yvonne Gurin said, hi from Brussels, man. Shout out to Brussels, man. Self-Law said, Fannon, come on, man. How are you going to cope if Wilder gets stopped? Have you got your meds prepared? Yeah, I got my meds right here, man. Oh, Lord, I can't tell dirty jokes on this channel, man, because I would tell you what my meds are. They're nice and calming and provided by your mama. Thank you very much. I'm going to cope perfectly well, dog. I've been a boxing fan for 40 years. I'm not a fanboy like that, okay? Just to let you know. I don't do that, man. Fighters that I have liked have lost before. And you know what I do? I move on to the next fight. It's just what happens. You know what I mean? Now, the question for me is, what are you guys going to do if Tyson Fury gets knocked out? I know what you're going to do. You're going to go support the next guy and act like that because you're probably not a fan of Tyson Fury. You just don't like Tyson. You just don't like Deontay Wilder and want him to lose. So you'll wait on the next guy to beat him. But that's cool. You just joined the hater crew. And the hater crew is always needed. We need the haters because if we don't have the haters, hey, man, it just would be one, I guess we really don't need you now that I think about it. Sorry about that. So as we don't need you, Self-Law, get out of my chat. Thank you very much. Bye. Anyway, giant testicle. Bruh, watch both fights. He clearly outboxed him until he got knocked down. Did you see him get knocked down in that fight in the 12th round, man? Did you see him get knocked down multiple times, laid on his back? That's because Deontay Wilder hit him. Was he outboxing him when he was laid on his back, man? Now, while I will tell you that Tyson Fury is probably is a better technical boxer than Deontay Wilder, will you at least admit that Tyson Fury got knocked unconscious and not act like that didn't happen? You know what I mean? But anyway, man, not too much attention for you, Giant Testicle, today, because you are what you say you are, I guess. Brazy Too Deep. This ref is known for letting some dirty stuff happen in fights without doing anything that will work in Fury's favor with all the headlocks, etc., unless Deontay Wilder does something about it. I don't think you can predict I don't think that you can rely on the ref for that. If somebody does something if Tyson Fury gets dirty with Deontay Wilder, then Deontay Wilder got to get dirty with Tyson Fury. It's just what it is. He knows what to expect. He's been in the ring. He should be prepared for it. At this point, you should be prepared for it. If you rabbit punch me, I'm hitting you in the nuts right away. Just stepping to the side, boom, right on him. And when you creep to the ground and you say, "What? Hey, he fouled me, ref." And if he rabbit punches him, rabbit punch him. You know, that's what I say. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see. He said the ref is known for it, though. I mean, can he be any worse than Kenny Bayless was? Kenny Bayless, this was anything fly with Kenny Bayless. You know what I mean? Anything flew with Kenny Bayless. I can't imagine it being worse, man. He said, Mike Curlin, we got Jared Anderson coming up. Yeah, look, dude, I'm not crying because of a loss or a win, dog. It's just going to be what it is, man. It's going to be what it is, and we keep it pushing, man. We keep it positive. We keep it pushing. And I'm going to wait for the next Deontay Wilder fight and still be a fan of Deontay Wilder because you will watch his next fight. That's how that goes, man. You know, unfortunately, though, you guys have been talking about him so long, or maybe it's fortunate. You guys have been talking so bad about Deontay Wilder for so long that Deontay Wilder has an established fan base that's going to support him. I hope. I'm in his fan base. Win, lose, or draw, dude, I'm going to support Deontay Wilder. Seems like a really, never met him, never spoke to him. Seems like a really good dude to me. And I would like the best for him and his family, man. You know what I mean? And hopefully that dummy AJ and these guys will be dumb enough to fight him. And then we'll get to see those fights. Or do you just want nobody to ever fight? You want him just to be like Luis Ortiz, where, you know, Luis Ortiz just gone forever. So you guys can have your little garbage ass fighters over there in the UK. We'll see what happens though, man. Frosty the Swole Man said, I like Tyson Fury a lot and I like Wilder. I just think Fury is the better boxer here. That's fair. There's nothing wrong with having that sentiment. Nothing wrong at all with having that sentiment and thinking that dude, you know, thinking he's a better boxer. I don't understand liking Tyson Fury, though. Like, let me put it this way. I can understand liking Tyson Fury if all you do is listen to Tyson Fury. If you listen to what's coming out of his mouth, then I think you can like him because he's the type of guy that wants to be everything to everybody, right? He's going to donate all of his money, which he never did, donate all of his money from his purse to homeless people or to people with mental illness, which he didn't do, right? Or mental illness, whatever it is, which he didn't do. So, and he's a jovial guy. He cracks jokes. He's a goofball, all that. What's not to like in the persona? But when you see what the dude does in a boxing ring, when you see that the guy's a dirty fighter, as far as the steroids and all that stuff goes, man, you know, that's where I kind of fall sideways on him. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, I hope he gets out of this fight alive. Short of that, I want to see the dude lose, man. My man, Uncle Robert Boxing said, body attack from Wilder. He couldn't even get close enough to Fury to hit him in the body last fight. What makes you think this fight will be any different? Tyson Fury's forward momentum. Deontay Wilder's water's not poisoned. I'll take Tyson Fury. I'll take Deontay Wilder at his word. And I don't know, but we'll get to see. We'll get to see. I don't believe that, man. I'm just telling you, that shit looked really funny to me. And Deontay Wilder saying that he thinks something was in his water. He didn't understand why his legs were like that. He was blinking all over the place. He looked really stiff, couldn't move or any of that. Like, for a long period of time, dog. Like, he never recovered. Like, I just didn't get that. Like, he got hit, like, in the second round or something like that. But he literally never recovered. Never recovered. Didn't go down off of a punch, but just never recovered from the first shot that landed. And maybe he's telling the truth. You know what I mean? I don't see why he would lie. He didn't have any reason to lie. But it is what it is, man. Fannon, we can't forget Kenny took a point away from Fury. Yeah, he did down after about 15, 16 fouls. Like, took him like 12 times to take a point away. But yeah, of course, he was dirty as shit. Dude, he fought so dirty, it was crazy. Like, that was some real, I mean, he was real bad in that last fight, man. Which is something else y'all just don't talk about, man. But I guess, to be fair, they don't really talk about it a lot from Sean Porter either. And you just got to make sure you can handle that, man. You know what I mean? T-Mac said Wilder all day, man. That's who I'm going for, no doubt about it. Kivo E. Legend, if Tyson wins, will you give him his credit? I'm going to still call him a dirty fighter. Probably not. Just to tell you the truth. I mean, if you want me to be honest about it, probably not. Because he's a dirty fighter, man. He's already proven it. He's tested positive for performance enhancing drugs. He cheated up a storm last fight. But I just probably won't harp on it because there's not another fight coming up. You know what I mean? But don't worry, man. He'll get his comeuppance, and I'll be laughing when them comeuppance come up. That's what I'll say. But will I give him credit? I don't know, man. Seriously, I think he's a really dirty fighter, man. And I think he's going to try to get away with it. He's gotten away with stuff in a bunch of other fights. You know, if it was one fight, it would be different. But he's done it multiple times, man, against multiple people. So I'm not a fan. No, I'm not a fan of the way he carries his career over, man. I really, truly believe he's a dirty fighter. Antonio Margarito, no, I don't care how many fights Antonio Margarito won. He's a dirty fighter, man. He's going in there, he's doing shit that are putting people's lives at risk so that he can get ahead. What Tyson Fury did in the fight with Steve Cunningham was disgusting, you know? And Eddie Cotton said, he was like, God, dog, like, this is the dirtiest fighter I've ever seen in my life. That's Tyson Fury. Dirty. But, you know, it works for the narrative. It works for the boxing world, I guess. But it just doesn't work for me. I'm not a big fan of it, man. So there you go. And I'm being dead honest with you. I think he's a dirty. I've never seen a fighter that dirty. Ever. Like, and there's some dirty fighters out there. I've never seen a fighter that dirty, man. I think the guy is extremely dirty. So if you want me to tell you, am I going to credit him for being like a great fighter? Probably not, man. Just to be honest with you, probably not, man. You know? Just like Antonio Margarito. I'm not giving that dude what credit you want me to give him. You know what I mean? I don't understand it, man. Mike London 79 UK said, I can see it going the distance, Wilder points, maybe. Look, man, I'll take a win any way it goes, man. You know what I mean? Jabril Jama, I see Wilder supporters already lining up the excuses on behalf of Wilder prior to the fight. I don't know, man. I think they don't trust it, which is, I think it's fair. Now, I'm not necessarily on the change of ref and all that stuff. I think that may be, you know, I don't know enough about it for me to say something like changing a judge, changing a ref last minute. You know, I don't know why they did it, right? I don't know why they did it. I don't know enough about it, man. And I'm going to watch the fight. Hopefully everything will be on the up and up, man. Infamous GS said Antonio Margarito is the dirtiest in my opinion. Nah, man, I think Tyson Fury is dirtier than Margarito, man. I think he's dirtier than Margarito. Man, them gloves, dude, he bare knuckled the man for 2 fights. Straight up bare knuckled him. I mean, in the first fight, that's straight up bare knuckles, hands not in the glove. How much dirtier do you get than that, man? And don't act like it didn't happen. And I'm not going to act like it didn't happen. It happened. You know what I mean? He said, can't give a credit to a cheater and a dope fiend. It's just like, dude, the man got busted. What you want me to do? It's no hero's welcome coming from him over here, man. But, you know, if he wins the fight, he wins the fight. I hope he doesn't. I don't think that that's best for boxing, but we'll see, man, because there's a lot of hurdles that Deontay Wilder is going to have to overcome to beat Tyson Fury in this fight. You know, hopefully there's no real psychological damage done to him from the last fight. You know, hopefully he's had enough time to get his game plan together because he's definitely going to have to do something different than he did last fight. Right? Definitely going to have to do something different than he did last fight and the first fight to win because these guys already got the rounds in the bag for the dude. You know? Be Easy said, Fury's camp uses Panama Lewis book of cheating. I mean, yeah, and it's like, and here's the thing: I'm not going to not say that that's the case, man. That's the case. That's what went on with him, and I don't understand how you guys don't see that, but or how I'm supposed to deal with that. Am I supposed to all of a sudden turn around and say, "Oh, well, he won the fight. What an amazing guy"? Am I supposed to do that with Oscar Valdez? Oscar Valdez tested positive performance-enhancing drugs. I don't care who Oscar Valdez fights after that. He won the fight. I still didn't give him any credit. When Oscar Valdez beat Conceição in a very close fight that he probably should have lost, not giving him credit for that, man. You know what I mean? I'm just not. Mr. Fruto said he's 1920. He's 1920s Wilder with them gloves. Oh, he 1920s Wilder with them gloves. Them gloves look like they came out of the black and white era, man. It's just, you can see his whole hand in the glove. You know? Kandalahari Alak said, "Good morning, Fannon. What does the loss mean for Wilder's career? That he'll probably never get another shot at a championship belt again because everybody's going to make an excuse not to fight him. Pretty much. But what it also means for the heavyweight division is that the heavyweight division is just going to be boring as shit, and it's just going to be a dud. I'm telling you, Deontay Wilder loses Tyson Fury, the heavyweight division turns into a dud. Because there's no other heavyweights. AJ went pop, dog. I mean, AJ pop went the weasel with AJ. There ain't no, like I said, that's Humpty Dumpty right there. That's Humpty Dumpty right there. Is AJ. Okay. Then what you got? Dillian White. You got Tyson Fury. It's just not for me. It's gonna lock it. A lot of excitement leaves the heavyweight division because there's not a real American heavyweight at the anywhere near the top. But they're never gonna let him fight. They're never gonna fight him. Never going to fight him. Never going to fight him. That's what I think. But he's made a lot of money in his career, and I think his pocketbooks are going to be okay, man. That's what I think. But hopefully we won't have to worry about that. We'll get a win. You know what I mean? That's what I want. Just Boxing said, "I believe Wilder is locked in, and we're going to have an early night, people. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, man." Say, how about the ref they bringing in? Insane. Who is the ref that they're bringing in? And I don't understand. Is it that he has a reputation for allowing fighters to cheat or something? I haven't seen it. When they said they changed it, I didn't know. I don't have any history on that ref. But if it's something, I wouldn't doubt that they would do something to favor Tyson Fury, though. I wouldn't do it at all, man. But I'm not looking. I'm not out there. I'm not looking for more conspiracies. I found enough. You know what I mean? Hopefully it'll be fair, man. Mike Eldridge said, if Wilder loses, I think he still sell out his next couple fights. He's still exciting. Yeah, man. But I'm just saying they're not going to fight him. Oh, John Trubully said he allows low blows. Good. Then low blow Tyson Fury. Good. Low blow Tyson Fury then. Low blow him. He's going to have to work his way out of that, man. If the ref is not going to call fouls, then Deontay Wilder needs to foul. And he needs to foul a lot. Really. That's my take. That's my take off of it. The ref is coming off of one fight out of suspension. Oh, he was suspended? Oh, well, that sounds shady. But, it's the WBC. WBC and Tyson Fury get along, dog. They both dirty as shit. I mean, the WBC is super dirty, man. He said, and my man, Martha Kennard said, no excuses. I hate dealing with drug heads and cheats. Yeah, and cheaters. It's just what it is, man. And he's not going to get out of that. He's not going to get out of that, man. But okay, I'll do my research on the judge, man. Paul Robb said, what about Deontay Wilder, AJ fighting ever in the future? I don't think so, man. Said the ref got suspended by the IBF since 2011. For real? He's been suspended for 10 years? They got a ref that's been suspended for 10 years? That's bananas. This referee was suspended by the IBF in 2016. Oh, man, that's bananas, man. Martha Ignard said, God be with Wilder. I'll be praying that his enemy falls for everyone to see. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. That's what you do. Appreciate it, man. Natural Africanism. Hit the likes. This man Fannon put in a lot of work. Yeah, man, hit the like button, man. Let me see the likes. They chintz me on my likes, man. You got that right. Yeah, come on, man. We got almost 500 people in the building. We got 163 likes, man. Get the likes up, man. Good morning, brother. What's going on? That's me. How you feeling, man? Elisante said his last 2 fights, he reffed good. Okay, that's what's up. Words Are Power said the ref and judge changed. WBC so comfortable cheating, so comfortable they cheating before the fight, as if they don't. They let God, dude. The WBC also let Dillian White fight in their fight under the influence of performance-enhancing drugs, and they just carried it on to Oscar Valdez. You can't get no dirtier than the WBC. Can you get any dirtier than that? For real. I don't think it's possible to get any dirtier than the WBC has been in the last couple years, man. Like from lowering the drug limits on Clenbuterol to absolutely not caring anything about the Muhammad Ali Act with that franchise belt, to allowing Oscar Valdez to test positive and then still allow a guy to fight. Just not researching the skin gloves for Tyson Fury. It's just they're disgusting, and I don't think that there's any way around it. Oh, he said he's the same ref for Ugas Pac-Man. Oh, you mean the guy that was protecting Pac-Man? The guy that was protecting Manny Pacquiao is the ref for this fight. Man, you say man, that dude was so hard on Yordenis Ugas for that fight. It was ridiculous. He was very, very hard on him. Russell Mora. Okay, that's what's up, man. I gotta catch up with that, man. My man Prince Maduro said, greetings from Holland, man. Shout out to Holland, man. Walter Wright said that's why the WBC has a dirty, drugged out champion right now. Yeah, the WBC is just they're completely corrupt, man. Like there's just no way to describe the WBC other than that. Because they don't even care. I mean, when you allow somebody to get into the ring that you know is under the influence of performance-enhancing drugs against your own rules, what else can you say, man? Seriously, what else can you say? Like they're like the IABA. What's with the international amateur organization? They like as openly crooked as those guys are. Richard will say, yeah, facts. He saved Pac-Man. Yeah, dog, he saved Pac-Man. Because Yordenis Ugas was cheap. They straight up dissuaded him from throwing body shots at Manny Pacquiao, man. Fury has run his race. It's Wilder's time, man. Let's hope so, man. Abdullah Brooklyn, Fannon, how do you think Fury could cheat this time? I'm going to tell you, man, I'm not on that level of cheater. I'm not on that level of cheater to even be able to predict what that guy would do. I mean, I would have never predicted that the guy would take his hand, and have his hand halfway down the glove so he could hit Deontay Wilder with bare knuckles. Who would have ever thought that, man? And seriously, which one of you guys continue to act like he didn't do that? like not only did he do it, he has people acting like he didn't do it, which is even more amazing to me. Like, how do you get all these people to act like you didn't do that, man? Hit the like button, man. We got 200. We got almost 500 people in the building, man. Come on, hit the like button, man. Frequent Flyer RC. Also, man, let me go over here, man. See if I got a man, my man Slap. I'm about to give you a wrench, man. Slap, I'm giving you a wrench. Because I see my man slap around a lot. I think that's good. Because I want to be able to. Yeah, hit that like on the way in, man. Let me go around here for a second. Yeah, man, my pop, be easy. Let me give you a wrench, be easy. All right, that should do it. That should do it for the second, man. For a second. I'm trying to get, John Mayfield. Yeah, I'll get you one, man. Regular supporters, man. There you go. There you go. I got you. Said the devil's real and his angels. Yeah, they're crazy, man. He said, words are power, said, just like the wild boar meat. Exactly. This man tested positive for performance enhancing drugs and blamed it on wild boar meat. Uncastrated wild boar meat. How much dirtier do you get? How much dirtier do you get, than this guy? And the funny thing is, everybody in the UK knew it. They knew it before Deontay Wilder gave him that shot, man. Deontay Wilder should have let his ass sit right where he was. But Deontay Wilder got that money. You know what I mean? He was in a tough situation. The only way that he could get over the hump as far as that money went is by dealing with the devil. And he dealt with the devil. And that's what you get when you deal with the devil. You get a devil. And Tyson Fury, that's a devil right there, dog. And I ain't saying that shit in a way all white people are devil type of way. I mean, that right there is a scumbag, dog. That is a low life scumbag. Even the way he dresses. I mean, like, I'm looking at the way this dude dresses. And I'm like, man, you are a true low life, dog. Tacky as they come, dog. With a big cross, shirt all the way down. All Versace. Dude, look, yeah, man. I'm salty, man. Really, I hope Deontay Wilder knocks this dude out, man. I can't lie. I got a lot of salt, man. B sample was negative. A sample could have been tampered with. No, it was not. No, it was not negative. Get out of here, dog. If you're talking about whose B sample, Tyson Fury's B sample wasn't negative. Man, don't come up in here and talk. Don't come out here and say that, man. Because that ain't true. Tyson, don't come up here telling them lies for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury ain't have no negative B sample. Maybe if he tested positive before the second fight last time. Man, it ain't widely reported by who that his B sample came up negative. Get out of here, man. That is some lie, dog. If that was true, he wouldn't have to lie about the wild boar meat. Think about it. If his B sample came up negative, why would he have to lie about wild boar meat testicles, dog? There would be no need for the excuse, man. Okay? No, he did not. And you don't ask me for receipts. You get some receipts, man. Get out of here with all of that, man. If he had tested negative, you wouldn't have had to hear the wild boar meat story, man. They wouldn't be talking about the wild boar meat, would they? There'd be no reason for Martin Carefoot for him to be under investigation still, because he's still under investigation by the British Boxing Board of Control over it. That's why he gave up his boxing license in the UK, so that the British Boxing Board of Control wouldn't continue to look into it and go interview Martin Carefoot, man. Come on, man. Don't cheat, all right? I mean, if he's going to cheat, let him cheat. Don't cheat for him, all right? I mean, God forbid that actually somebody tested positive for steroids like Gerald Miller, and somebody started coming out with excuses for him. I don't hear nobody making excuses for Gerald Miller. But Tyson Fury, you got an excuse for him? The B sample came. Man, get out of here. Y'all lie so much. Like, I'm not reading shit because I know it ain't true. Okay? Get out of here, man. I'm not going to go ring TV link. Get out of here, dog. No chance. Those dudes served 2 years retroactive suspensions. If the B sample came up negative, why were they suspended? Why was he and Huey Fury suspended? Man, stop, man. Y'all just be lying, dog. Or you're really willing to believe somebody that's lying. Tyson Fury served a 2-year suspension for that, man. But now he didn't even do that, man. Now he didn't do that either, right? It's my imagination when I see his knuckles through gloves. That's my imagination. And on top of that, it's my imagination that he tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. Did Canelo's B sample come up clean all of a sudden now? I mean, why not go out there and throw that out there? Throw that out there for Canelo too. Canelo Alvarez's B sample came up clean. It stopped. No, it did not. And on top of it, Tyson Fury admitted to being on steroids. He virtually admitted being on steroids. Be Easy said, Fury fans don't go away mad after Saturday. You can cheer for him in the WWE. He has a career wrestling. Yes, sir, man. He said Fury next fight will be in the WWE. Will he get beat up? Will he get beat up where he need to be? With a bunch of 7-foot steroid freaks out there in the WWE, man. Bro, Drew, much love, bro. I'm not Drew. What's good, though, man? I appreciate the sentiment, though. I definitely appreciate the sentiment. Big D said, hey, man, said, what is amazing to me is that Tyson Fury could stand on that podium and call Wilder a piece of shit, and it's okay, but let Wilder say something like that about him, and then it's a cold way. Obviously, man. Obviously, dude. Look, Tyson Fury's daddy was sitting there talking. I mean, they let him get away with the COVID. If there ain't... That was the Drew Titan. Oh, okay. Is Drew in here? That's what's up, man. What's up, Drew? I thought he did his I thought he was on the show. I appreciate you, man. Exactly your opponent, or is it a different Drew? Is that a different Drew? Okay. Anyway, what's going on, Donnie Bill? How you feeling, man? He said, come on, Wrenches, you got to get trolls before he reads them. I'm going to read the trolls, man. I like reading trolls, man. What about the changes in ref? I don't know enough about it, man. I saw that they came out yesterday. Some people are saying that it's, that's an iffy situation with them changing, with them changing the refs and all that, man. But until, we just got to see how it pans out, man. We got to see how it pans out, man. And they want to call Wilder a bully. Yeah, Wilder gets the black man treatment for sure, man. David Canson, hey, Fannon, I have a question. If Tyson Fury loses Deontay Wilder, do you think Fury's career is over? What's your thoughts? Of course not. Of course not, man. His career is not going to be over. They're going to find somebody else for him to fight, man. But, Tyson Fury's an interesting situation, man. Because I'm telling you, man, the powers that be with the champions that they want, they're angling for some big UK fight, man. It ain't never going to happen with him, man. That ain't never going to happen. He's not fighting Anthony Joshua, from what I can see, man. Bob Aram said last night, phentermine stimulant is okay to take, just can't the day before the day for the fight. He said this during. So what? That's Bob Aram. Who cares what Bob Aram says, man? But of course, Bob Aram's going to say that. He's the guy that promoted the drug cheat fight. It's not the day of the fight and that's not even true. You can't take it in competition. It's not the day of the fight or the day before the fight. And what are you doing taking stimulants for in training, man? Just get out. It's illegal. It's against VADA's rules. It's against the rules that the WBC said that they were following. Period. But okay, he's clean too. Everybody's clean, dog. If you like the fighter, you're going to buy it. You'll just buy anything, man. You just will buy anything for the guy. Man, that guy is a drug cheat. In my book, the dude's a drug cheat. He violated VADA's testing protocol. VADA alerted everybody. Everybody knew what happened. And the only reason that he was allowed to fight was they changed from VADA rules to WADA rules. And they said, well, this is fair according to the World Anti-Doping Agency for them to do that out of competition. And that's why they said it's out. He was doping out of competition. He wasn't doping in competition. He's still doping. And you're getting off on a technicality. But if you guys are okay with that, hey man, that's cool. Whatever. If anybody else was doing that shit, they would have caught his ass and they would have suspended him. I don't believe it for nothing. If Gary Russell Jr. got caught with phentermine, tested positive for phentermine or whatever, they would have suspended that dude. They wouldn't switch from VADA. They would not be switching from VADA rules to WADA rules right before a fight happens. You think that they're going to do that for Guillermo Rigondeaux or Luis Ortiz or anybody like that? No, they're going to do. They did that shit for Oscar Valdez. They do that type of shit for Canelo Alvarez. Nah, man. TD Rose said, why do people think a fighter's career is over after a loss? Nearly every great fighter is not undefeated because they just hate because they want the guy. I don't think these guys are real boxing fans because usually these guys are a bunch of casual fans that are following one guy that say this type of stuff. And they want to argue with other fan bases and that other fan base for the fans of that boxer to feel bad and so that they lose because their guy lost, man. That's what I would say, man. Andrew Gray said, trying to stay positive, but I hope Wilder really catch a body this weekend. Hey, man, I don't want him to kill it. I don't want anything bad like that to happen, man. You know what I mean? He said, Fannon with his ref shirt on today. Yeah, man, you know what it is. I got to referee these trolls, man. I'm not biased, man. I got an opinion. What is that? Stop being biased for once. So you want me to agree with you? What opinion do you want me to give you, Matt? What opinion of mine would not be biased? Your opinion? Tell me what your opinion is so I can give it to you so that you will say that I'm not biased. I've already told you, in this particular instance, I want Deontay Wilder to win. I'm a fan of Deontay Wilder. If that is bias, okay, it's biased. Or are you talking about me saying somebody tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs? That's not biasness, that's a fact. But just let me know. Oh, Burger Planet, you're gone, dog. Thanks for a big enough insult, Burger Planet, to get the fuck out of my chat. Okay? You're a liar. You're a liar. What do you say? You're a liar. You're a biased liar. I'm not lying about nothing. Tyson Fury. Tyson, what lie did I tell, man? What lie? I love to know the lie, dog. Just look, man. Your fighter, Tyson Fury, is a dirty fighter. It's what it is, okay? I did not make that man test positive for performance-enhancing drugs. I didn't. I did not detach his thumb from a glove. I didn't. I did not instruct him to choke and cheat Steve Cunningham in his fight. I didn't. All right? I didn't tell him to get in there with gloves flopping all to the side at 90-degree angles and all that. I didn't do it, man. All right? That's not me. That's Tyson Fury. Don't put what Tyson Fury did in the past on me. If you don't like it, put it on Tyson Fury. If you don't care, just say you don't care. But don't act like I'm making it up, because I'm not making it up. Canelo Alvarez fans, I'll tell you the same thing. I'm not biased because I say Canelo Alvarez got caught. He did get caught. That's not me. That's Canelo Alvarez. I don't get mad at me because I say Oscar Valdez got caught. He got caught. That's not me. That's Oscar Valdez. Go get mad at VADA or somebody like that. Don't get mad at me for telling you it. You want me to just be a fanboy is what you want me to be. But I promise you, if Deontay Wilder tests positive for nandrolone, I would say something about Deontay Wilder testing positive for nandrolone. I would, whether I'm a fan of his or not. Because I was a fan of Canelo Alvarez before he got caught. I did some big support videos on Canelo Alvarez all the time until Canelo Alvarez tested positive. But once he tested positive and he served a suspension for 6 months, that's what happened. I'm not going to recreate history just because I like the guy, man. Sorry. You know what I mean? I love Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali lost to Larry Holmes. Not making any excuses for it. He lost. You sit on the L. It's what it is, man. You guys don't want to. You always want to attack the messenger. Tyson Fury is a dirty fighter, and he's proven it. And he proved it without even Deontay Wilder. Aside from Deontay Wilder, I don't have to talk about Deontay Wilder to prove to you Tyson Fury is a dirty fighter. You guys just don't like it. That's not being biased. I'm just telling you the truth. Live with it, man. You know what I mean? Drew, oh, you talking to Drew Thomas in the building. Okay, what's up, man? Yeah, just live with it, man, and be honest yourself. We can be hey, man, we can be cool. We can be talking boxing every day if you just be honest. You know what I mean? Just be honest. You know this guy's a dirty fighter. Don't hide the fact that he's a dirty fighter. If you like him because he's a dirty fighter, even though he's a dirty fighter, just say, yeah, I like him, even though he's a dirty fighter. At least you can respect that. But trying to rewrite history and blame other people for not wanting a guy that's that dirty to be the top guy in the heavyweight division, because he's just going to go on and do it to somebody else. Who's the next guy? You know what I mean? He's going to do it to Alexander Usyk. He go do it to Anthony Joshua. It's because that's what he does. But you know what I mean? But I just hate boxing. So I'm the hater. Get out of here, man. You know what I mean? Oh, Burger Planet is gone. Once you call me a liar, you're gone. So you're not going to hear from Burger Planet unless Burger Planet comes back with a different Burger Planet, dog. You got to go, man. You on my nerves with all of that, man. Moose DeGray said, yo, Fannon, speak for yourself. I want that body. I know you do. There's a whole bunch of people want to see that dude. I can't do that. I'm not that. I don't dislike Tyson Fury enough to want the man dead. That, for me, I don't want to see that, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that. I just want to see the dude lose. I want to see the guy lose, and I ain't going to lie about that, man. Robert Jeremiah said, hey, my man, much love in that super chat, man. Said Fannon, the man keeps it real. The funny thing is, Fury doesn't even deny being dirty. He doesn't. He doesn't, man. Dog, that dude is a brawler, man. He's a brawler. Drew Thomas said Fury's a great boxer. He's just a cheat for no reason. That's not true. He's a cheat for a reason. He ain't got no chin. Tyson Fury doesn't have a chin. Very obvious thing with Tyson Fury. He doesn't have a chin. If Tyson Fury hits, Tyson Fury can go goodbye. You know? That's the problem with Tyson Fury's got dropped by Steve Cunningham. As soon as he got dropped by Steve Cunningham, he went right into super dirty fighter mode. Grab, mug, maul, all of that stuff. He just doesn't have a chin. And he does all that stuff to protect himself, to protect his chin. That's what I see. He has no chin. And he's really big, so he can get away with it. He's huge, so he gets away with using his size. But it's boxing, it's not wrestling. You shouldn't be able to do that. But, they do it anyway, man. Windy City Assassin in the building said, what's up, Fannon? Drew Titan said he had a fake Fannon on his live yesterday. Someone perpetrating you, my good fella. Yeah, they do that all the time, dog. They do that all the time, man. I didn't. And if he had him on yesterday, I was going on at the same time as him. So, yeah, people do that shit. They think that there's some kind of craziness. Dude, you know how many people they create a bunch of drama with LDBC channels faking like they're me. It is what it is, man. Just understand, dog, that I ain't got no beef with nobody in the LDBC, and I wish everybody in the great LDBC all the blessings in the world, man. And those guys just try to do, those people, those trolls just try to do that shit to drum up a bunch of dumb shit, man. You know what I mean? That's all that is, man. Oh, B-Man, what's going on, man? He said, Fannon Don, what's cracking, bro? Shout out. Smash out that like button, people. Bomb squad, man. Let me make B-Man 1019. You got your wrench? I'm trying to get my wrenches back, man. Because as we see, As we see, man, where'd it go, man? Where'd it go, man? Oh, man, I miss you. I'll get you next time I see it, man. Joe Biden's burner. What's going on, Joe Biden's burner? Fannon, what does the undercard look like? Oh, man. Great. That is a hellified undercard, man. Dude, I'm excited. I'm as excited about the undercard as I am about the fights, man. We get to see Ife Ajagba versus Frank Sanchez. We get to see Adam Kornacki versus Helenius 2. So you know them dudes is gonna be bloodying each other up. Then you got Jared Anderson fighting on that undercard. You either got that young dude Berlanga fighting on the undercard. It's just a really good. Top Rank did a great job on this undercard, man, without a doubt, man. Words are power said Filthy Fury cheats because he's limited to a step aside and rabbit punching while resting fat on people. Much love in that super chat. Yeah, you know he's gonna try to lay on Deontay. You know he's gonna try to lay on him, shove him, push him with his face, all kind of shit. Which is why I say one good shot to the nuts will take care of that, dog. I'm telling you, man, the lowest of the low, boom, right on him. You get dirty, I'm getting dirty. Jared Anderson should be fighting King Kong Ortiz. Oh, man, that would be a good fight. I would love that fight, actually. I ain't even gonna hate on that. My first reaction to that was, it's too early. No, man, I want to see that dude hurry up and get in there and fight people, man. I think that dude is for real, man. Jared Anderson, he very, very skilled, man. Very, very skilled fighter. Very natural fighter, too. Big guy, too. In a real heavyweight size, so he doesn't have chin problems. He's not some steroid-induced cruiserweight like Dillian White. Dillian White is a ball of juice with no chin. Joey, Wilder has an exemption for testosterone, popped 8 times, and said doctor prescribed it. Shut up. You just lying. All right, bye. Thanks for the lie. Just said bye-bye. Like, come on, man. Why anybody got to listen to that shit, man? Seriously, man. My man, Ace Good Kick said, from UK for now, we love you over here. Respect, you speak the truth. Thank you, man. Much love to that super chat, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, dog. You over there in the UK, and you got a dollar sign on there. I like that, man. You must be in the US for the fight or something, man. You know? Hey, Joe, you got to get up out of here, homie. Michael Kirkland. Did I give a wrench to Michael Kirkland? I can't see. Okay, yeah, I can't see my wrenches. That's the problem, man. What happened to Fruto? Yeah, he was getting up. Yeah, I mean, they just, you know what it is. They don't have a problem line. They do not have a problem line, man. You know what I'm saying? Do I box dude? I'm 52 years old. No, I do not box. No, I'm a boxing fan, man. No, I do not box. Marvin Banks. Oh, that's not for me. Deontay Wilder can't box. Well, let's go into this one. Those UK fighters can box, can't they? Can't they? But they keep losing all of a sudden. I love it how y'all do that, man. Giovanni Walker. Every video put out, my brother, I like before I watch. So pushing the like button is mandatory in support of your channel, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I need the support too. What do I love about boxing? The fights. I love the fights, and I love the lead up to the fights. I love all the drama at the weigh-in. I love all the nagging and stuff that goes back and forth. I like all that. I like the corruption. I like it all. I honestly, the only thing that I do not like about boxing, it's easier for me to tell you what I don't like about boxing. What I don't like about boxing is ducking and making excuses for people not fighting people. That's the only thing that I don't like about boxing. Everything else I can take. Seriously. Like the corruption, I don't like it, but I can take it. You know what I mean? Because I understand it's boxing and boxing's corrupt, and boxing has been corrupt. Boxing has been corrupt as long as I've been watching boxing. But what's going on right now with the ducking and making excuses for not fighting people and shutting people out and all that, that's what I don't like. We could have good fights all the time, man. We could have a lot of great fights. I don't like all this stuff that people talk about as soon as a guy losing, he's no more, he doesn't deserve any more fights. You know what I mean? And I definitely don't like hyping up Dillian White. The hype of Dillian White is disgusting. That dude is not that good. That's where I'm from. Winston Marv said, peace and blessings, Fannon. I'm going to send you an email about some potential sponsors for your channel. Thanks, man. I'd appreciate that, man. I like that, man. Thank you, man. Said Tim Alexander said the cheating, a person can get killed. Yeah, it's pretty bad, man. The WBC and Mauricio Sulaiman, it's just, that guy's terrible for boxing. Mauricio Sulaiman in the WBC, the Bridgerweight, putting that Bridgerweight stuff into the mix, disgusting, man. Joshua is a phenomenal boxer, but you need to be there to win. I don't know, man. I don't agree with that, man. I think Anthony Joshua is extraordinarily overrated as a boxer. Extraordinarily overrated, man. He's a good fighter. If he was an excellent boxer, he would have beat Alexander Usyk, and he wouldn't have got knocked out by Andy Ruiz. I don't believe it, man. I just think that he's a guy that everybody was told how great he is. Like that's the mantra everybody was kicking for a while, but it just didn't pan out, man. If he is all of that, then why is he in the situation that he's in? You know what I mean? People have been saying Deontay Wilder's not a good boxer, so he lost the fights. He lost one fight as we speak to Tyson Fury. Okay, are you surprised that he lost a fight? If for somebody that says he's such a terrible fighter, you shouldn't be surprised, right? Anthony Joshua has lost twice. And had some fights where he was got a lot, like that Joseph Parker fight. Man, they were protecting that dude something fierce, man. Copper Aborigines in the building said, Martin Blackwell, Fannon International Boxing, and the boxing family salute. Yes, sir, man. Shazler said, Fannon, what do you think about upcoming fight between Tank and Raleigh? That Tank is going to kill that boy. I think Tank is going to kill that boy. I don't think that's a close fight. It's not a fight that I really care about, but I think Tank is going to kill that boy. Raleigh Romero is the modern day Ricardo Mayorga. All talk and wild punching. And he's going to get in there against somebody that is a good, solid boxer, and they're going to tear his head off, man. And here's the thing. If Gervonta Davis steps to Raleigh Romero, it's going to be a very, very, very short night, man. It's going to be a short night if he steps to him, man. Telling you, I don't like that. I think that fight's almost a waste of time, but might as well have it, man. Clyde Alderman, man, much love in that super chat, man. It's a Malik Scott. Malik has made a big impact as Wilder's trainer. I'll be flying in from Atlanta to Vegas tomorrow, going to the fight, man. That's what's up, man. Cheer for the champ for me, man. Master Eden said, this channel is a professional channel. You know your stuff. Great job. I wish you could have been one of my students in the martial arts world. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Much love in that super chat, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Because, man, I'm trying to be professional. I'm trying to call it I'm trying to call it as best as I can see it. And I'm telling you, in this particular instance, I like Deontay Wilder, man. I want him to win the fight. And I'm not joking about it. That's just for real. My man, Robert Williams in the building said, Fannon, nobody wants Devin Haney. It appears that way. It absolutely appears that way. That is what you call an avoided fighter. When the WBC has to threaten to strip somebody ahead of time for ducking somebody, then you know they're not trying to make that fight. But honestly, it's the WBC's fault that he's avoided like that. They did not have to make Teofimo Lopez the franchise champion. If they had not made Vasily Lomachenko a franchise champion, we wouldn't have the problem, man. Right? Because they allowed Lomachenko to duck Devin Haney by allowing him to be a franchise champion. It's terrible. And and to their credit, they haven't made another one since. So hopefully they're done with making that franchise championship nonsense, where they got a guy that all of a sudden doesn't have to fight anybody like Canelo. Like Canelo right now is not a franchise champion. Unless that franchise designation followed him up to 168, he's not a franchise champion at 168. So maybe you think that maybe the WBC will mandate that he fight somebody. I don't think he will. I don't think they will, but I blame that a lot of that stuff that Devin Haney's going through on the WBC though. And Ryan Garcia too, and those guys. Snowflake the boss said Lomachenko going to win the rematch versus Teofimo Lopez. I think he is. Absolutely, man. That is not going well for him, man. That decision, man, he lost a lot of money when Triller pulled all the way out of that, man. Lost a lot of money. Millions and millions of dollars, man. Millions of dollars, man. That COVID cost him a lot of money. Wow, that cost him a lot of money, man. Jason Gould said, in the trilogy, it be on an even playing field. I got Wilder by knockout watching from the UK. That's what's up, man. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Man, Mr. Fruto said, Ife Agagbe, 15 fights, 12 KOs, hospitalized, 1 death, 9 comas. What? 1 walkout? Is that for real? Much love in that super chat. I had no idea that anybody that he killed somebody. Wow. But man, in that last knockout that he had was nasty. He turned that dude's head all the way around in that one, man. Wow. No DHP didn't petition to fight Lomachenko. Look, man, there's a whole bunch of stuff that people are saying. Bob Arum requested a franchise championship for Vasily Lomachenko. The WBC gave him the franchise championship. If the WBC did not give Lomachenko that franchise championship, then Devin Haney would have been his mandatory. That's what I've seen. And guess what else? They didn't have to allow Teofimo Lopez to actually fight for the franchise belt. Because before they said you couldn't fight for it. It was a special designation for people that could fight in multiple weight classes. Superstars is what they said. That's not Teofimo Lopez. First of all, that's not Teofimo Lopez. That's not even Lomachenko. They didn't even fit the original description for the franchise belt. So there's no reason to give it to him. If there's no franchise, there's a mandatory. If there was a mandatory, Devin Haney's in position to be the mandatory. You saying he didn't petition him soon enough before they gave him the franchise? Like you had a time limit? Oh, hurry up and do it before we make him franchise? If he would have petitioned them, how do you know they would have accepted the petition? Just because you petition doesn't mean that they're going to accept it. And Bob Arum had no intention on making that fight between Devin Haney and Lomachenko. He was making an in-house fight between he and Teofimo Lopez. That's what I think of it, man. Devison Henrik said, what are your thoughts on Ryan Garcia versus Gamboa? That Ryan Garcia is going to wind up knocking him out. It'll be a good fight until Ryan Garcia catches him and knocks him out, is what I think. But I think it'll be a good fight while it lasts. And I don't mind the fight. But I don't think that they are actually fighting. I saw that that Ryan Garcia said that was a lie. That it wasn't true. Real life living, Fannon, Lomachenko versus, yeah. Richard Comey on December 11th. Yeah, I heard, man. I'm looking forward to that, man. Words Are Power said Ryan didn't duck. He stopped, dropped, and rolled the hell out of there because that fire too hot for him, and his whole camp knows it. And I bet they told him as much. You know, I think some of that has to do. With the fact that they're trying to make stars out of people, man. Like they're trying to find a way to make him a star instead of like waiting and trying to guide his career. All those guys, with the exception of Devin Haney, all those guys are guiding their careers. You know, they're making the good matchups and the smart boxing moves for their career, which is why none of those guys are going to fight each other. And they're going to talk and keep calling each other out, but they're not going to fight each other because they want to be Floyd Mayweather. They want the Floyd Mayweather route to success. And as long as they're trying to follow the Floyd Mayweather route to success, that's going to mean you're not going to get 9 out of 10 fights that you want to see aren't going to happen. Because, it's down the road. Let's do that down. That's a fight that's for down the road. You know what I mean? That's a fight for down the road. That's what they'll do, man. It's that's why, I almost don't pay attention to those. I definitely don't pay attention to Riley Romero. Like, Riley Romero need to get whatever fight Riley Romero can get right now before somebody beats him. He's always at loss. Unless he's fighting a tomato can, he's at risk of losing. If he fights a boxer, somebody that can box, stick and move and all of that, he's going to be in trouble, man. Because he's just not that skilled a fighter, in my opinion. I don't think Riley Romero should be mentioned with those other guys. Because those other guys are legit top fighters, man. At least that's what I see. Drew Thomas said the only thing Porter brings to Crawford is that he hasn't seen his pressuring, and Bud should be able to handle that. What Crawford has problems with is the southpaw jab. I don't know, man. Look, dude, he can bring a lot of stuff. His versatility. I think that he can bring versatility to Terrence Crawford. I don't think Terrence Crawford's been in there with anybody as versatile as Sean Porter. Sean Porter's ability to fight in multiple styles, I think is a real big deal, man. You know, I think it's a real big deal. And it's going to make it and his experience level, right? He knows what he's doing. He's a lot more intelligent fighter than anybody that Terrence Crawford has fought, man. And he's very familiar with Terrence Crawford and how Terrence Crawford fights. I don't think he's going to go in there scared. I think a lot of people go in there scared of Terrence Crawford. And for good reason, because Terrence Crawford will knock your head off, man. Are they really fighting? I don't think that's a real fight, man. I don't really think Ryan Garcia versus Gamboa is a real fight. I thought he was ordered to fight Jojo Diaz by the WBC. I thought he's gonna beat Jojo Diaz too. John Mayfield said, Fannon, Ryan needs to stop the capping and get in the gym and stay off the internet and stop calling people out. Yeah, he's a little bit of a prima donna, man. And honestly, man, he looks like, he looked like he may be on that Oscar Valdez too, man. That boy's getting kind of big, huh? You know what I mean? That dude's going to be out of that weight class in a second. That dude has put on a lot of weight, or at least a lot of muscle mass. I won't say he put on a lot of weight because I can't say that for sure, but he put a lot of muscle on. Devson Henry said, do you think Devin Haney needs to move up to 140 because he struggles a lot to make 135? I don't know. I think he needs to move up to 130. I think his big issue is he needs to get away from Eddie Hearn and that his partnership with Eddie Hearn. But he's making a lot of money with Eddie. Eddie was getting him that money. But Eddie can't get him. I don't think Eddie Hearn can get him the fights, man. I think that's a problem. I don't think Eddie Hearn has the ability. I don't think, like, Eddie Hearn and the way that he came into the U.S. and all that, nobody's going to feed him one of their champs. Like, Devin Haney getting Ryan Garcia, that's good. With Eddie Hearn involved, very, very tough. Very, very tough. Or with Eddie Hearn. They want that dude out. They want that dude gone, man. Eddie Hearn, from what I can see. But I will tell you something, though. Somebody said earlier in the chat, We need Oscar De La Hoya. We need somebody like these dudes start acting like Oscar De La Hoya, man. Oscar De La Hoya fought everybody, man. That's what boxing's missing. Missing guys like Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley, Bernard Hopkins, guys like that, man. Guys that will fight anybody. Roy Jones Jr. will fight anybody. Those guys are what we need back in the sport. That mentality we need back in the game, man. Not the post-Floyd Mayweather Jr. mentality on these guys. We got Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. will fight anybody. Those guys are doing that at 147 pounds. DJ Chris Cruz said Wilder is the sixth round TKO or TKO bomb squad. What's up in that super chat, man? I'm wanting it. Let's preach that. Hey, Matt, what's Malik Allen, man? Now I know Malik Allen used to have one. Hold on one second, man. Malik Allen, I am positive. Malcolm Allen. Let me give you a moderator, man. So I got to get my moderators. And Broderick Hunter, I know Broderick Hunter had one at a point in time, too. So let me get you your wrenches back, man. I'm tired of not having my wrenches, man. I need them wrenches recognized and available. You guys got work to do. Steve Mellon, why is Canelo so racist towards black people? I don't think has he been? I've never heard that. I've never heard that about Canelo. I've never seen that with Canelo. I don't think so. I wouldn't put that on Canelo. Do you have something that tells you that do you know of an incident where he was been racist towards black people? I've never seen that. I don't think so. Kovalev was. Sergey Kovalev was. And that was another instance of the media covering up for a guy. And it'll tell you what the media will do for a guy. They never said anything about Sergey Kovalev. That's the guy that I knew was that acted very racist towards black people, Sergey Kovalev. But I've never heard anything about Canelo Alvarez like that, man. Never. And I hope it's not true. Because, I know he tested positive, but I've never heard that about Canelo. He said no, but he's not fighting him. Well, he's fought him before. He ain't fighting Mexicans either. He ain't fighting Mexicans either. And I don't think he's got a problem with Mexicans. I will defend Canelo in this regard. I think that Canelo was with DAZN. And Matchroom and DAZN were feeding him European fighters all during that contract. Because before that, he didn't have a problem doing it. He gave a fight to James Kirkland. He fought Erislandy Lara. He fought Shane Mosley. He fought Floyd Mayweather Jr. He fought Austin Trout. I don't think he has any problem getting in the ring and fighting He fought Daniel Jacobs. I don't think he has any problem fighting black fighters. I don't. I think he has problems maybe fighting his camp. Probably has problems having him fight slick fighters, right? But I have never seen that off Canelo, and I wouldn't want to put that on Canelo because I think that's undeserved. You know what I mean? Like, at least from what I have witnessed on Canelo, I haven't seen that, man. And I hope it's not true. Now, Roger Mudd, man, much love in that super chat. He said, thoughts on Wilder Fury ref change? I don't like I think it's poor optics. I think it's poor optics to make changes like that right before the fight because it makes people wonder, why are you changing the ref? And already when people don't trust the situation, I think it's very bad optics. You know what I mean? I think it's very, very bad optics. I wish they would have just been consistent. Name the ref. I don't know if they've given a reason for why they changed the refs or not, but I think that is clearly bad optics on their point, on their behalf. But I can't say because I don't know enough about them or about the people that got replaced versus the people that were there, that they replaced them with. That's kind of what I went, man. Alexandra Grover said the media covers up for Joe Biden's oh my God, for sure. And I'm telling you what, dog, I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't vote for Biden. I didn't vote for Trump. I did not vote for Hillary Clinton. I just, it's pick your poison. In regards to their feelings about black people, man, Joe Biden done put more black people in jail than he's responsible for jailing more black people than was humanly imaginable. And now he out there chasing Haitians at the border with whips, with horses and whips. Yeah, Joe Biden. Our solution is not the presidency. Okay? At a certain point in time, man, cats are going to catch a clue. Pretty Boy Floyd versus Floyd Money. I'll take Pretty Boy all day, man. I like Pretty Boy, but I'm glad. But let me put it this way. I'm glad that Pretty Boy Floyd became Money Mayweather. I'm glad he got his money. And that was an entertaining career. And he fought good competition throughout his career, too. You know, it's just at welterweight, you know, he ran through that contract. We'll put it that way. Watch him defend his undisputed to Charlo or Benavidez, and y'all still going to talk. Yeah, but see, in this case, let him do it. They're not going to talk. Well, yeah, people probably will talk because he tested positive for steroids. But I'm not going to put that on him. You know, I'm not going to put that he won't fight black fighters. That he won't fight them, or that he's racist. So I just haven't seen that, man, and I don't want to put that on that dude. You know what I mean? Stephen Mel said Canelo double stacks his gloves. Proven fact, is it? I didn't know that, man. Man, Cass is definitely gonna try to get their advantages. You know? Yeah. You're not saying Jafi. Hello, Fannon. Do you remember? Yes, I do remember you. Absolutely, man. What's going on with you, man? Hope all's well, man. Steve Mel said he called him the N-word. Called who the N-word? Or the M-word. In Spanish, it would be mayate, huh? The M-word or the N-word. I didn't hear it. So I can't say. If you can show me where it happened, then I'd be like, oh, okay, wow, I didn't know that. And I would speak on it. But I don't hear everything in boxing. So if he did it, I didn't hear it. And honestly, man, I think that was something that I would have heard. If he did it. Did he do it recently? But yeah, man, absolutely, man. I remember you, Mr. Jaffe. And thanks for coming back around, man. Appreciate you, man. He said, I didn't vote for either. All is slum. Yeah, man, it was like ridiculous, man. Ray Patterson in the building said, good morning, Mr. Blackwell. How are you doing this fine Wednesday morning? I am doing very, very well, man. I cannot complain at all, man. Having a good conversation about boxing with good people is always a nice experience for me, man. You know what I mean? Steve Mel said, I'm Ethiopian. Okay, that's what's up, man. That doesn't sound like an Ethiopian name. Mel, is that short for something? Knox 2K said, the ref is the dirtiest ref in boxing. That's saying a lot. Unfortunate, but if that is, you know the fix is in. Which is unfortunate, man. But it's not surprising either. Because the WBC is crooked, Tyson Fury is crooked, and they're both in the ring together. You're going to get some crooked shit going on in that fight. I'm convinced. You're going to see crooked shit there. And that's just what it is. And you're going to have to be prepared to overcome crookedness. You know what I mean? What you want me to do? They let if Oscar Valdez didn't prove that to you, you know? Man, Michael Bernard in that super chat, man. Much love in that super chat, man. Why do I keep losing track of stuff, man? Oscar versus Floyd, $100 million offer. What up with that? Nothing's going to come of that, man. Oscar De La Hoya is talking out the side of his neck. That's what he was doing. Nothing's going to come of that. If something comes of that, I'll be shocked. Absolutely shocked. But I'll take it. I wouldn't mind seeing it. It'd probably be a good fight, man. It would probably be a good fight. I'm glad that Oscar De La Hoya pulled out of that fight with that steroid freak, though. Joey Shaz said, Fannon, will you buy the Wilder fight or stream it free? I'm going to buy it. I'm putting my money in the hat for that. I ain't taking no chances with my stream on no Bohannon said I need a wrench. Yeah, absolutely, Bohannon. Bohannon. Remember that group Bohannon? Make it happen. I gotta see at the bottom of it, man. Let me see. Bohannon. I gotta see you at the bottom of it, man. I can't see it. I can't see. It's somebody else's money, not Oscars. If they got it, then make the fight. You know what I mean? But I doubt it. I think that's a lot of talk, man. Like Mike Tyson was supposed to get back in the ring again. I think Mike Tyson got his boost, and he's cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Atlanta's own Hamilton Bohannon. Yeah, Bohannon. Yeah. Was it Bohannon Make It Funky? I can't remember, but Bohannon Make It Funky. Yeah, something like that, man. Bohannon, that was the dude, man. That's some good musician, man. Said, King Third Eye said, Fannon, Oscar Valdez or Shakur Stevens. Who you got? Shakur Stevenson. But Shakur, you better get on them stimulants. Get on juice. Juice on that boy. Juice on that boy, dog. Juice on that boy, man. You crazy, man. Manny, dog, I like you, dog. I know you be putting something in the chat I don't always agree with, dog. But he say, win or lose, Wilder better not retire after this. Yeah, hey, man. I like Deontay Wilder a lot, man. I really do, dude. I like all the cats around him. I certainly hope that he doesn't either. Well, I just want him to win the fight, man. And more importantly, I want him to beat up Tyson Fury. Beat him up, man. And get dirty with the dude. Really get dirty with him, man. Like, it should be a fight. It should be a foul fest straight up in that fight. Like, points should be getting taken away in that. Soon as Tyson Fury does something, dog, right back at him. I'm talking about hip shots, everything. Get on him, hip shots. Go all the way Andre Ward on him. Head butts, everything. Get in his chest, boot with his head, everything, dog. Everything. Is what I hope, man. Shakur gonna mop Herring, man. And I like Herring. As a guy, as a person, I like Jamel Herring. Even though he's a little bit political, and you know what I mean? Jamel Herring knows how to say the right thing. So I don't really know what's in the dude's head all the time because he's very, very politically correct type of dude. However, he about to get mopped by Shakur Stevenson. That shouldn't even be a fair fight. It should be a 12-round shutout. I don't see a knockout, but it should be a 12-round shutout, dog. 12 rounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's it. That's it. It should run like that, dog. Honestly, man, I might do this a couple times. Just because it's going to be rinse and repeat if he got sense. You know what I mean? He said ball shot everywhere. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, man. Cy Gray in the building, man. Let me make sure Cy Gray got this wrench, man. Okay, you got that wrench, man. That's what's up, man. Getting my chat blue again. Cy Gray said, got new working hours, so can't be on as much. As usual, much love and support to you, brother Martin. Right on the real. Fuck you fakers. Yeah, exactly, dog. What's happening with this? How'd that pause up? Thanks, man. I appreciate that support so much, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Only the Funk. Let me see if Only the Funk got his wrench. No, he doesn't. So Only the Funk is about to get his wrench. All right, Only the Funk, you are moderated because I'm pretty sure you should have one too. He says, I like Herring too. Shakur is going to dominate him. Yeah, man. Unless, the thing is, he gotta go at him, dog. He said, get those B's. He said, get these wrenches ready for the Fury haters after this demise Saturday. Yeah, hey, man, they coming, man. I like it. But seriously, man, it's just I took a month off. And a lot of people, because I wasn't in my right head, man. And I just got rid of wrenches one day because I was like super, super frustrated Wasn't in my right dome piece, and I got rid of all my wrenches. So I got to bring my wrenches back, man. You know what I mean? My man said, ha, 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 ha. George Floyd pointed a gun at a woman in front of her kids while his friends robbed her house, but cried when a cop put his knee on her back. Karma makes the universe. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, man. You know what I mean? I didn't know anything about that, man. But I know, God dog, he got killed in a nasty way. That was some cold-hearted shit that police officer did. And all I can do is judge that. I don't know Judge Floyd. I didn't know George Floyd from Third Eye Supreme. Absolutely, man. Third Eye Supreme. Boom. There you go, man. Oh, yeah, there you go. Bohannon. There's Bo. Okay, you got your Bohannon. Bohannon. Braveheart Spartan. Am I calling the fight? Yes, I am. Absolutely, positively, I'm calling that fight. I'm calling all the fights. Make sure you kick it with your boy Fannon. I got my energy levels back up. I can do a 12. I can do a 6-hour call now, man. My energy levels was low for a while, man. But I think I can make it happen, man. But yeah. Young Rebel said, Fannon, you should come down to Vegas this weekend. Nah, couldn't swing it, man. I got to get my money right, dog. It's been a tough 2021 on the pocketbooks. It was a tough 2021 on the pocketbook, so I'm rebuilding my pocketbook. Once my pocketbook is where my pocketbook needs to be, then I'll be back out at fights, watching fights and all that. After that, other than that, I got to spend the $75. I got to spend the $75, man. You know, tell the truth, shame the devil, man. Gats on Tracks, man. What time do you think the main event will happen? Like 11 o'clock. Something like that. Gat on Tracks was a moderator too. I'm getting the cats that I recognize, man. John Mayfield said, Fannon, y'all need to understand Stevie Wonder can beat a ref. It don't matter. Fury getting knocked out. I hope so. What guy is trolling? Amari Antiquity said, Fannon, that guy is trolling. Who's trolling? Let me know who's trolling. Trolling will come out now. Don't worry, man. You know, the wrench giveth, the wrench can be taken away. You know what I mean? But who is trolling? Hey, cats troll all the time, though. You know what I mean? Say, yeah, Fannon, you fell back from the fights. Yeah, you know what I originally did that for? I originally did that because there was another guy who I was supporting who started doing it, who started calling the fights like I called the fights. And at first I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to do it because I didn't want to step on and do it because I wanted to get a cat a chance to grow. And then I just got out of doing it. You know what I mean? But I'm going to get back into doing it, man. Really get back into doing it. I just, I need to get back to doing that, man. It was really fun when we would do that, man. You know what I mean? Joey Chad said, what if the fight goes 12 rounds? Who wins? Deontay Wilder. That's what I hope. U-Box sanitizer. You don't ask questions you know the answer to. You know the answer to that. Clearly you know the answer to that. What do you think? Did he? Make up your own mind. I know he did. I am sufficiently convinced that he cheated to say that he cheated. But you guys got to make up your mind whether or not that's the case. If you don't think he cheated, then okay. There's no way I could convince you of that. And that's what's up. You just go on ahead in your life and keep it pushing, man. You know what I mean? Just go ahead and be you, man. But for me, more than enough evidence that the man did that stuff, man. More than enough. You know what I mean? Let me see. Man, what's going on, man? Kevin Faulkner in the building. Good morning to you, man. Mr. Fruiter said, wrong is wrong. Mr. Floyd lived a sinner's life. That cop and the rest of us are in the soup too. What's the point of bringing up something he did in the past? He is justifying violence. Yeah, exactly. Whatever he did, he didn't deserve to die like that. You know what I mean? Whatever he did, he didn't deserve that, man. That is just, it was completely unnecessary. There's no way he should have died like that, man. No matter what he did. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, shouldn't have. But he would, and I don't even really get into it, like what his personal life was. You know what I mean? People justify doing a lot of harm to people, man. He said, thanks for the rematch, General. What do you mean? Oh, thanks for the rematch, General. Thanks for the wrench, General. Man, no problems, man. He said, what makes us true boxing fans love the sport despite all the corruption? That about George Floyd is not true. Yeah, see, I'm not even going to get into that. You know, people put a lot of stuff out there. You got to just judge it, but judge it based on what you saw, man. My man said, Hi Man Shu said, much respect to you from New Delhi, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Fannon, I didn't see for Fahim Sator in the chat today. What's good? Yeah, I think I saw him real briefly. I thought I saw Fahim for a hot second. Thought I saw him for a hot second. There he is right there. Fannon, are you doing a live stream Sunday morning? Yes, for sure. Absolutely I'm doing a live stream on Sunday. For sure. John Moore, yeah, man. Let me give you. Let me work on that tomorrow, man. Stay in the session, John Moore. I'm trying to make sure that people got the wrenches that had wrenches before. Like Fahim Sator got his wrench. Just make sure. You know what, John Moore? I'll take a chance. Don't screw me over though. I appreciate it. If you didn't screw me over, man. That cop isn't this morning like he was kneeling on. He said. That cop isn't this morning like he was kneeling on his neck, man. Hey, look, man. For sure, man. That day, he just didn't deserve that, man. But look, man, I'm going to get up out of here, man. Thank you to everybody. Okay, he was here. Okay, that's what's up, man. Man, what's going on? What's blazing in sports? How you feeling, man? I'm all good, man. We got to do that collab sometime. I know you would work during these times, man, but, you know. Real Life Living said, come on, people. This is about boxing, not race or politics. Yeah, you can kind of we get into that every once in a while. You going to be on Saturday? Yeah, I'm going to do it on Saturday too, man. We'll have a lot of, for sure, man. Alexis Grover, do you believe in gun control after George Floyd? Yes and no. Yes and no. I think guns should be legal, personally. I don't think semi-automatics, shit like that, not that. But handguns, yeah, I think handguns should be legal, man. There's a lot of crazy people out in the world looking to hurt people, man. Looking to hurt people. And if women need something to protect themselves, families need something to protect themselves, you know, I believe that is true. I just, you know, I'm not big on, you know, semi-automatic banana clips and stuff like that. But, you know, it is what it is, man. You know, I'm not going to make a call on that. I'm just going to live my life, you know, the way that I think, you know, in a manner that I think will keep me safe is what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? They say guns are like farts. Once it's out, you can't take it back. The only way to fix a gun problem is to make sure everyone has one. That ain't no joke, dog. You know what I mean? That ain't no joke at all, man. Anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. And with that, I'm out. Peace.